Dear listeners, now this week's Seder, Parshas Nosel, is probably the longest Seder in the whole Torah, longer than any other Seder. And the reason for this is that the Torah describes in great detail the sacrifices and the gifts that the leaders of the tribes, each leader of the tribe brought at the occasion of the inauguration of the tabernacle, even though they all brought exactly the same thing, and the Torah could have mentioned them all by one expression, that they all brought the identical object as a gift and a sacrifice. Yet the Torah describes each one of them in great detail, and the question is, what was the purpose of repeating the same thing 12 times when it could have been said in one sentence? Now there is a statement in our books that mitzvah b'li kavana is keguf b'li neshama. The performance of a commandment of the Torah without a proper spiritual experience, without the right intention or emotional attitude, is like a body without a soul. It's lifeless and meaningless and does not accomplish its purpose. But likewise, a spiritual experience or an emotional feeling without being accompanied by concrete action and physical activity has also no place in our existence, is also as meaningless and purposeless. Now the Torah requires both together. Even though each individual is composed from a body and a soul, so each mitzvah, each commandment requires a body, which is the physical activity of the mitzvah, and a soul, which is the intention and the purpose and the inner idea of the mitzvah. And both have to come together. And those people who speak about being a Jew at heart, without it being expressed in a concrete conduct or activity, are engaging in a meaningless and empty concept. There is no room for ideas without a concrete expression of these ideas in physical activity. The reason the Torah mentions each one of the gifts and sacrifices of the leaders separately, because what counted was not only the gifts that they brought, but the individual experiences and intentions that they had while they brought the gift. And while the actual gifts were identical one to another, but the inner feeling that accompanied the gift were different by each one of them. So therefore the Torah wants to emphasize the individuality of each one of the leaders of the tribes in the desert. And that's why it was very essential to mention each one separately. So it's important for us to keep in mind that when it comes to the Torah living, we need actual life, which is a combination of physical activity, and spiritual ideas. Have a good Shabbos.